All right, got a little ducky. Side of the vehicle. I think you guys understand that. Side of the vehicle. I got a little red dot. Uh-oh. Breaking out. Must be my period. We're going to be going a putt bug. Interesting. You caught me there. So, yeah, we got a side of the vehicle. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. It's going to be a normal intersection situation. You see it way ahead of time. He's already reacting to all these things. You know, part of planning your ride is positioning for safety, and we located a hazardous situation. It's an intersection. We are assessing if this is a relevant threat. It's a side of the vehicle crossing the far right lane. They're going to go into our lane. Okay, that's where their nose is pointed. So we have to navigate this situation. So if we're just kind of waving our hands, it's not going to be what we need to do. So they're in their lane, barely moved over. They kind of saw us, but I'd rather switch into this lane so that we're completely away. Man, my hairs. I haven't shaved in a while. Wanted to see how bald I really was. Oh! Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. What are we doing? Okay, he's stalled. Nice champion jacket. That's definitely not going to be a motorcycle jacket. Okay, let's go back just a little bit here. Let's see what happened. So we're coming around a corner. This is once again, we're going to be positioned for safety. We're in a good position. Okay, I like this position. We can have really good line of sight, decent space cushions left and right. But we got to locate hazardous situations. That's this area. It's a corner, and assessing if a relevant threat. Right now, we don't know. So we're in a great position, and we're constantly scanning, constantly doing this. So what happened is that he did see it. It was a little bit hard for us, but this vehicle did cross over. Look at their right tires right here, basically. They're like on the line. I don't know if they're trying to avoid this person or they're just terrible at driving. Either way, we need to do something. He's already doing something. So this is good. Okay, I didn't like the other one, but this is good. He's finding that escape path. Very good. I absolutely love it. So what you need to be doing with that is, you know, we see something, you make a move. You either emergency brake, emergency swerve, do a little bit of both, but don't like slam the brakes and try to swerve. You're not going to go anywhere. So that's what happened here. Lost a little traction because he slammed the brakes. So if you're going to be swerving, purposefully do it. And then when you're getting into that area that like the shoulder, then you start doing progressive braking. Okay, so that you find those escape paths, and these shoulders are really good. Did a great job. I wouldn't have turned around because once again, this is a hazardous situation. A vehicle could be coming around that corner just like that person did, but we're in that blind spot because it's that blind corner that's happening. So very, very dangerous. Didn't even look right. Okay, the camera's on his face. Didn't even look right to see. Just blinded by getting pissed off. So not good, but handled it. I don't know, best of visibility. Hey, it's a quad lock. So we're coming up through here. Whoa! It's because it's sandals. Come on, man. So when we handle situations, okay, we want to be able to talk to people. I do got that little red dot. I got a zit right on the forehead. We do want to try to make it to where it's less confrontational. Okay, I know it's going to be hard because we are in a deadly situation. You know, if we do fall down, we could crack our head. So, yeah, I get it. So a very high stress moment. That's the whole point of the Smart Rider drills and everything that we do right here is to get you used to your motorcycle and what it's able to handle and able to brake, and you're not in that high stress. The more practice you do, the better. And then practicing your planning your ride, riding around, actively, you know, looking and searching for things. But yeah, if you want to check that out, love it. It helps out quite a bit. But let's get into here. So got super close, not a fun thing, you know, but when you make it confrontational, they're just going to argue with you. So they're going to match your energy unless you wanted to try to dominate them. And so if you're like super pissed and you want them to say, I'm sorry, that's not usually going to happen. People get defensive. Walls go up when they feel aggression. So try your best to just be like, hey, man, I almost hit you. Be very careful, okay? I'll see you later. Just kidding, you won't see them later. But and then take off. Don't like try to argue and get them to apologize. It's not going to happen. It's only going to cause you more stress, cause them stress, and then you're going to be thinking about it all day, especially for the rest of your ride. It's not good. Speed operator. Whoa. Okay. Road rage. Yeah, that's when I would honk the horn. So real quick, let's take a look at this. We have our buddies way up front. So it looks like they passed him on a double yellow. This guy's pretty pissed. You know, he did pull into his like neighborhood. So I'm assuming he's the rent-a-cop around there. So right here, we're going 50. We had to emergency decelerate. Okay, we got a vehicle behind us. You see that in the mirror? So that person also has to do it. So this is a very dangerous situation for speed operator because he did have good line of sight. He had a great position. This is a good spot. This is where I like to ride. Maybe a little bit middle, but if I need to have line of sight, a space cushion, and an escape route when it comes to planning your ride, what I like to do is be right here. And this guy just takes it. So this is not a good situation. Hopefully we don't get sandwiched in, but good job on the braking. Didn't panic. So what he did was just do engine brake and roll off that throttle and then squeeze a little bit of the brake. So you're getting that RPMs going down and also utilizing the brakes. And then he's probably downshifting. So probably a pretty skilled rider, full gear. You see the leathers on the mirror right over there. Handled it really well, wasn't passing, and that's what I don't want you guys doing. If you try to pass, it's around a blind corner, you don't know if somebody's coming, and then this person could just swerve and try to knock you out. So it's really good to stay behind, and this is where we talk on our cardos to our buddies up front. If you want a discount for a cardo right now, I believe it's 20% off if you use the link in the description. But talk to him, be like, hey, the Lexus guy that you guys passed, he's being a total douche, and I got his license plate over here. I'm going to not really do much because he didn't hit you, but complete douche. I'll catch up to you guys later. Go a little bit slower or whatever. I got to wait for this. Pretty simple. Just kind of talk to him. But then, yeah, this guy pulls in, so more than likely he's just being an asshole. There you go. And before we jump into the next video, don't try to catch up to your buddies by overcompensating your speed. If they're going 60 and you're like, I got to catch up, I'm going to go 80, 90, 100, you're going through corners at 89, 100 while they're doing like 60, because normally you would probably do 60, if that makes sense. I'm just assuming numbers, hypothetical. So if you could normally take these turns at 60, but you're going 80, 90, 100 to catch up, you're going to put yourself in a bad situation. That's why you talk to your buddies so they can go down to 30, 45 or whatever, and you can catch up at a safe speed, if that makes sense. All right, here we go. Australia. Okay, nice little corners. Very fun. A little bit blind, but not too bad. I mean, they're a little bit hills. This one looks sharper. You saw the body angle on the guy up front, and there it is. Ooh, could crush your leg. Could crush your leg. Okay, his leg's not crushed. So, like, imagine getting your leg accidentally in between that pressure point, or that where all the forces can go, and then it'll crush your calf. Maybe your tib fib can snap. Not a good situation, but the best it possibly could be. All right, so let's take a look at 85 miles per hour. Let's say kilometers. Let's say 8 kilometers. 85 kilometers an hour. 90. Okay, so this is the first turn. Okay, this turn was pretty easy, right? Pretty simple. We maintained 84. Not a bad deal. Middle. I like it. You don't really have a shoulder here, so you need to utilize the left, center, right. You need to utilize the left and the right as your space cushions in case anything happens in the middle. Some people are saying, hey, Dan, I don't agree with you on doing middle. I've been hearing that for years, and a lot of people say it's because, well, the engine oil drips. I mean, just look at the road. It's not really dripping, and if a car is moving at speed, you're going to have like a drop here, and then like 200, or not 200, but like maybe 20 yards away, another drop. The reason why you see a ton of drops at intersections is because people are sitting there consistently over time. Like lots of people are sitting there. Even if one vehicle is doing like 4 drops, well, the next time it's a red light, another vehicle does 4 drops, another vehicle and another vehicle. And that's why finally, like in a parking lot and stoplights, that's where you see it. Now, if somebody obviously like destroyed their oil pan and everything, and they're just leaking fluids and they're driving, they're not going to make it very far. But it does happen. We've seen that with crashes. So when I say middle, I truly mean it. You don't see anything. Now, if there is something in the middle, okay, you can easily swerve to the left or the right. And then when that is gone, you swerve back into the middle. That's it. So you only are there for the majority of the time, but if something like a road surface hazard that you recognize because it's a different color, it's an uncommon thing in a common situation, go ahead and move over. So right here, though, what I really wanted to get into is that he was going 85, 90 kilometers per hour for the first turn, and it was a simple turn. But then we get up to here, he's still doing 85, and it gets sharper, and there's the panic. Okay, so when we practice our slow speed skills, one thing I really like about, I just pulled one up. So we got the snake drill right here. So what you're doing is you're coming in, and it's a nice wide turn, but then it's sharp. And then you come around, and it's a nice wide turn. So that's a great example of going a little bit fast, then having to slow down, or slowing down and then having to speed up. So it's going to make it to where you have to adjust your speed from slow, fast, and that's going to be like this on the Snake 2. Okay, so what's happening here is that you're going slow around the first corner, but you can go a little bit wide, and you're like, oh, I can pick up speed. Nope. If you pick up too much speed, you're going to miss this whole cone, which you guys can get right here. It's making you adjust because you can't just stay 85, 85, 85 around every turn. You have to be able to roll off the throttle, use some brakes, adjust yourself, understand that the sharp turn's coming up, long, easy turn is there. So that's why I like the drill, slow speed stuff. You're able to do it in a parking lot, 10, 15 miles an hour. And if you make a mistake at 10, 15 miles an hour, it's not a big deal. It can be, but if you're doing it at 80 kilometers per hour, it can be a really big deal. So right here, we're coming up to here. It's like not a big deal, not a big deal. So that's the first easy turn in the parking lot. Here's the next one. The easy, oh crap. And the goal with the parking lot is so you can do it sub-maximally. So you're not doing this and crushing your leg. You got very lucky, but we've seen people truly screw up.